Hi guys, it's Rachel again. I'm coming back at you with another video. This one I'm going to talk to you about the items I want to utilize this year in a project pan. And my goal with these products is always to complete them. So I'm doing a project 10 pan and it's going to be a rolling project pan. So I'll go and once I use up an item, I'll roll a new one in. I do have items in now that I think I might use up before I update you guys again, and I'll tell you what I'll put in their place if I do that. If I accomplish my goal of using them all the way up, which would be super exciting for me. So my first product for my project pan is this one. It's my Kiko Milano Pop Revolution eye pencil in 02 brown. I chose this just because it is one of my older eyeliners. And as you can see, I've already tried using it up quite a bit, but it's just still hanging on. So my goal is to use this up. Hopefully I can use it up in a couple months, just considering how small it is. This is a sharpenable pencil. It's not retractable. So usually when I get down to about right here or so, like the end of it is usually in here somewhere, because there tends to not be product at the bottom of these sharpenable pencils. Across many brands I've seen this. So this is my first product. I don't think I'm going to use this up because I do have a NYX eye pencil in my Partners in Cream project pan. So if I do, I'll roll in another NYX eyeliner and I'll show you that next month if that ends up happening. But I don't think I will need to roll one in place of this, just because it has been taking me so long. And the thing is, I carry this with me almost everywhere I go. I just don't use it that much. The next product I have is from this palette. I've had this palette since July 2nd of 2018. It was one of the products I allowed myself to buy after I did a short-term no buy. And as you can see, I've either depotted or used up a lot of this, but I think I depotted it, not used it up. So at any rate, this is the In the Balm of Your Hand Volume 2 palette. And from this palette, I'm going to be using what was this shadow, which is from the Rockstar palette in this brand, and the color is Alice Cooper. I have it in my most commonly used palette right here. It's this dark eyeshadow. It's a really dark purple color. I really like it though. It looks good as a one shadow look. And it's just in my everyday palette from Tarte. My third product that I want to use up already has pan on it, so that's exciting. It's the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin, and this is in the color 20 Classic Ivory. I don't know the exact date that I got this. I just know that I got it in 2018. This is the oldest of the 5 press powders that I own. And my other 4 press powders, one of them I bought in 2020, which is an Urban Decay powder. And then the other 3 I bought in 2021. So this one is quite old in comparison. So once I use this up, I'll probably roll in another face powder. Maybe not a setting powder. It might be like a cheek product or something. My fourth product I have is again from this palette. Like I said, I bought it on July 2nd of 2018, and I want to use up this bronzer, the Bahama Mama bronzer from this palette. And again, it's in my everyday palette already. And I've been working at it for quite a while. This has been since repressed quite a few times, but it looks like it's on its last legs, but I don't use a lot of bronzer, so this probably has a couple months of use to go. So my fifth product for this project is going to be a Milano blush that I've actually had for quite a while. Go figure. Again, it's in my everyday palette, and it is the powder blush in 01 Romantic Rose. It's the blushes that come with the like rose imprint on it, and it's in this pan. So as you can see, I have hit pan on it, and this is the last of it. So I honestly think I might finish this in the next month or two whenever I decide to do an update. And if and when I do finish it, I want to roll this blush in its place, which is, again, a product from this palette, and it is the In-Stain blush from the Balm. So, like I said, if I finish this in the next month or month and a half, however long I want to go until my next update on this rolling 10 pan project, I will roll this blush in its place. And this is the last of the In-Stain blush. I don't have any more pans of it in another palette, so I would just have to use up this one singular pan. Not that I would be able to finish this and this before the next update, but it's exciting that for these blushes I only have this pan. Usually when I repress blushes, I have to repress them into multiple pans, so it's exciting for me when I only have one pan of blush left. This one I've actually had to repress quite a few times, and I think I've had a total of like 5 full pans of this that I had to go through, and I'm finally on my last one, so that's why I'm super excited. And I do think, just based on how light the color is, and I do use it on my eyes as well, I use blush as eyeshadow all the time, I think I'll be able to go through it. One of the things I actually do is I use this Milano, I forget the name of it, Romantic Rose blush. I'll use this like as a crease color, and then I'll go through, I know I said this is good for a one shadow look, but I usually like to do a crease color as well, and I'll put this on my eyelid, and then I'll like smoke it out up into my crease. And this darker color was that Alice Cooper color, again from this palette that I mentioned before that I want to pan this year. That color that I want to pan this year. The next product, you know it, it's from this palette yet again. It's the Balm Mary Luminizer. It's a deluxe size, so it was sitting in this pan, and now, yes, of course, it's sitting in this everyday palette that I love to use. So I have it right here, and I did notice that I have a dip going in it, so that's exciting. But it looks like that right now. I don't know if you can see the dip super well, but there is a dip. It is not level anymore. I don't think I'm going to be using this up in the next month. I don't use it super heavily. I use it every time I do my makeup. It's just, I kind of just tap my brush in there and tap it on my face. I don't really pack it on like we all used to do. The seventh item I have in this rolling 10 pan project pan is this Kiko Milano lip liner, and it's in the number 503. Can't really see it anymore, it's mostly rubbed off. and the color is Soft Rose. You can see, again, I don't have very much left of this. I've been carrying this around in hopes that I'll use it, but I wanted to put it in here to kind of remind myself that I do need to use it up, because it's been about this height for quite a while. And then my 8th item, yet another one I've been carrying around, is this. I just think this packaging is really pretty from Milano. It's a Color Statement lipstick in number 27, Dulce Carmelo. I got this in August of 2020. So I just kind of want to use it up. I don't have that much left. For me, it's really usually not that hard to use up lipstick, lip gloss, any kind of lip products, just because I love to reapply. But I find it harder with these mask wearing times to finish products up. So my goal again for all of these is to completely finish them. They have been in my collection for quite a while. The 9th item that I have, I actually store it like this so you can see how much is not in there, which is super exciting. And I'll continue to store it this way because I really only put this on in like my makeup area. So this is called the Kiko Milano Tuscan Sunshine Hollow Lip Gloss in number 01 Alabaster Sculpture. This is my second oldest lip gloss behind this Too Faced lip gloss that's in my Partners in Cream project pan. So again, goal for this is to completely use it up. I'm not sure how much product is in here, but it's probably the normal amount for a lip gloss, which is between like 0.13 seemingly and 0.15 or 0.16 ounces. Usually full-size lip glosses can only take me a month to use up, but again, we're in a pandemic, so it's harder for me to use lip products because I can't constantly reapply like I was used to beforehand. So this is the 9th product I have in this rolling 10 pan project pan. My last and final item, again, it's a lip gloss. This is a Marc Jacobs lip gloss, and I believe the color is, yeah, it's in Sugar. I got this last year in June, but the reason I want to use this up is because it's just not really my color. When I put it on a couple weeks ago, it just looked like concealer on my lips. I mean, with some sparkle, but it looked like concealer on my lips. So my goal is to use this with a lip liner. I mean, maybe this one would look good. This looks good with so many lip glosses in the summer, like watermelon-y lip glosses mix so well with this light pink color. It's beautiful. But I'll try mixing this with some of my darker lip liners just to bring the color above a concealer color to darken it, basically. And yeah, those are the items I have in my rolling 10 pan project pan. I'm sure you noticed this notebook off to the side, but in here I've marked the few items that could be marked. So I've got the Kiko eyeliner marked in here, and I just marked it with the whole pencil. Like I said, the bottom of these pencils tend to not have product in it, so I assume once I get maybe down to the top of the O here, it'll probably be done and I won't be able to sharpen it anymore. And that's when I call it quits on these, when I can't sharpen them. And then again, I measured this against the paper so I could track my progress. And then I measured everything I could in terms of height-wise. I don't have a scale for the powder products. So like the Dulce Carmelo lipstick, it goes, I have the measurement up to the point. That's where that is. So the only one that I don't have like the packaging really included in is the Dulce Carmelo. The little mark for that. And then the last one, I actually measured including the cap with this one, which again, I know I did. So it won't be difficult for me to track because I'm just gonna measure it upside down because that's how I store it. And this one, it's nice because like I said, it just seems to flow down so easily. Not all lip glosses do that. Sometimes you have to scrape at them to get them, like with a makeup tool, to get the lip gloss to come down. But this one just comes down on its own. And it is very pretty. It's just one of the older lip glosses in my collection, and I do want to use it up and make sure I get its use before it goes bad. So that's what I have for you today. Just my rolling 10-pan project pan. And as I mentioned, with the blush, if I do end up using this one up, I will go on to using this one for my project pan. This will not be the sole blush I use because I love using multiple blushes at once, but it will be one of the mini blushes I have in rotation. And this is actually really pretty as an eyeshadow as well. People like to compliment my eyeshadow, and one of the most common things I say is, it's blush. And I always think it's hilarious because it's just so simple and easy to do. Just slap some blush on your eyelid. Makes a really good eye look. And then a little bit of highlighter in your inner corner. Wonderful eye look. But yeah, that's all I have for you for my rolling 10-pan project pan. I'll try and update you around the end of March or beginning of April. I think I'll show quite a bit of progress. Definitely on the blush. My hopes is that when I come back, I'll be able to tell you that my blush is gone. So yeah, that's what I have for you. And then I will be tracking on my little paper here the height. So the next time I update you, you'll be able to see the difference in where it was the first time versus the second time. So yeah, it was nice talking with you guys today, and I'll be back at some point with another video. Bye.